In the middle of the Sahara Desert, far from any known civilization, lies a structure so massive, so precise, it shouldn't exist. A perfect spiral the size of a city, aligned to the stars, carved with impossible symmetry, built by hands we can't explain, using methods we don't understand. It breaks our timelines. It defies our science. And it dares to ask the question no one in mainstream history will touch. What if everything we know about the rise of civilization is wrong? Welcome to Infinity, where we peel back the layers of lost history, forbidden science, and ancient intelligence. If you're the kind of person who questions what lies beneath the sand, behind the myths, and beyond the official narrative, subscribe now and join a growing team of thinkers Subscribe now and join a growing team of thinkers who don't settle for surface-level truths. Because this is the story of the city that defied the laws of physics. In the endless expanse of the Sahara Desert, silence reigns. But beneath those golden waves of sand, a whisper persists, of an ancient city, older than the pyramids, and far more bizarre. Locals call it legend. Scholars hesitate to mention it. But satellite imagery tells a different story. The region is known as the Eye of the Sahara, or more precisely, the Richat Structure, a massive circular formation, nearly 50 kilometers wide. At first glance, it looks like a natural geological oddity. But zoom in, and things start getting weird. Surrounding the structure are remnants of stone foundations, some eerily aligned to the stars. But what really caught researchers off guard were the measurements. Perfect geometric symmetry, advanced water control systems, and something that resembled magnetic stonework. The deeper archaeologists dug, the more unnatural it all seemed. Pillars that should have crumbled under their own weight were somehow still standing. Rooms carved into cliff sides with precision smoother than laser-cut surfaces. And strangest of all, artifacts made of metal composites that shouldn't exist in the Stone Age. The official line? Natural formations and coincidental alignment. But as always, what's left unsaid is more telling. So we ask the question no one dares to voice. Was this a city built by human hands, or something else? Evidence began to surface that this city predated known civilization. Some samples carbon dated back 12,000 years, right around the Younger Dryas event, a cataclysm that may have wiped out advanced human settlements globally. And here's where the impossible part comes in. These ancient builders weren't just carving out stone huts. They were constructing structures that resisted erosion, were mathematically perfect, and followed geodesic principles we only rediscovered in the 20th century. Is this forgotten city proof of a lost high-tech civilization buried beneath the desert? Or is the real story even weirder? Let's get technical. At the heart of the Richat structure lies a radial symmetry so precise, it would make modern architects blush. It's shaped like a bullseye, perfect concentric rings of sediment, rock, and mineral, arranged as if planned. Not coincidental. Intentional. Now here's the kicker. The structure aligns with cardinal directions and celestial constellations. Especially Orion's belt, just like the Great Pyramids of Giza. Except this is thousands of kilometers away and thousands of years older. Researchers found that the walls around the site weren't just for protection. They followed the Fibonacci sequence, sacred geometry principles, and golden ratios. Not randomly. Repeatedly. One chamber, nicknamed the Resonance Vault, was carved with such precision that it created harmonic frequencies when wind passed through. A natural organ? A sound-based technology? We're not even close to understanding it. Now, imagine building this level of architectural precision without any metal tools, machinery, or modern surveying methods. Mainstream archaeology still claims these people had primitive stone tools. But this doesn't just bend the rules of history, it breaks the laws of physics as we know them. Stones weighing several tons were stacked at impossible angles. Some contain minerals that don't occur naturally in the region, suggesting they were imported from thousands of kilometers away. Magnetic anomalies in the area also suggest electromagnetic manipulation. Compass needles go haywire. Devices malfunction. And some of the rock faces exhibit strange radiation signatures. Coincidence? That word is starting to lose meaning here. So we ask, who were the people that built this city? And how much have we forgotten? Ancient Greek maps refer to a mythical land in Africa's west called Atlantis, Ethiopia. Islamic texts speak of Iram of the Pillars, a city of giants and advanced people, destroyed by divine wrath. Even Plato's dialogues hint at a city that sunk beneath the sands, not the sea. Could these all be referencing the same place? A city erased not just from the earth, but from history? Old trade maps from Mali, Carthage, and even Moorish Spain mark the interior Sahara as inhabited by gods. European explorers in the 1500s reported finding vast ruins in the desert, then were never heard from again. In the 20th century, French colonists dismissed local tales of the city that echoes as folklore, until soldiers began reporting strange underground noises and lights. One geologist claimed he saw structures beneath the sand using ground-penetrating radar. Days later, his permit was revoked. All documentation vanished. That pattern has repeated more than once. In fact, satellite footage of the area shows several blurred zones, places where the resolution suddenly drops. Why blur desert rocks? Unless there's something there they don't want us to see. The more you dig, the more questions you find buried. Were these just early city builders, or survivors of something greater? And if they left messages in stone, are we finally ready to listen? One of the greatest puzzles is the materials used in this desert city. Some stone appears to be fused, yes, melted, into unnatural shapes. A feat that would require sustained heat above 2000 degrees Celsius. Far beyond the capabilities of any known pre-industrial society. Microscopic analysis showed crystalline structures that resembled vitrification, a process seen in nuclear glass. It's found at atomic test sites, and in certain Scottish and Indian ruins believed to be ancient war zones. So what happened here? Some fringe researchers theorize the builders used resonance technology, manipulating frequency to cut, lift, and shape stone. Sound crazy? Then why are modern companies like Sonobeam replicating the same tech today? Others suggest the use of piezoelectric energy, drawing power from the earth itself through quartz-heavy stones and magnetic flows, which, oddly enough, are present in large quantities across the Richat Structure. Then there's the claim that some of these ruins were not built on the surface, but underground. Tunnels have been found, collapsed and sealed. Their paths traced out by drone radar, leading to what may be subterranean chambers no one has entered for thousands of years. And that brings us to a chilling possibility. What if this city wasn't just ancient, it was futuristic? What if they didn't lose their technology, but buried it on purpose? History isn't written by the victors. It's written by the survivors. And sometimes, they choose to forget. Many scholars believe that whatever society built the Richat Structure, and others like it, was wiped out in a global catastrophe. Most likely the Younger Dryas impact event, roughly 12,800 years ago. Evidence of sudden climate collapse, massive floods, and superheated impact zones supports this theory. It's also exactly when this desert city was seemingly frozen in time. What's strange is that the builders didn't appear to fight nature, they prepared for it. The city is built on high ground, designed to channel water, and oriented to survive earthquakes. Almost like they knew what was coming. Were they part of a global network of ancient civilizations? Their architecture resembles that of Göbekli Tepe, Mohenjo-Daro, and even Teotihuacan. Same math. Same sky patterns. Same obsession with sound and stars. So why haven't we heard about this in mainstream science? Maybe the truth threatens more than just our timeline. Maybe it redefines what it means to be human. Because if this was a human city, it wasn't our kind of human. Today, the Richat Structure is just a curiosity on Google Maps. A tourist photo op for the adventurous. A geological enigma. But beneath the sand, something stirs. Expeditions are still quietly being launched. Locals tell of voices in the wind. Lights under the dunes. And stone doors that refuse to open. Are we standing on the ruins of a forgotten Atlantis? Or something even more bizarre, a civilization that didn't just vanish, but transcended? We may never know. Or maybe, we already do, but we're not ready to accept it. Because to admit this city existed is to admit our history books are wrong. Our science is incomplete. And our ancestors may have been far more advanced, or different, than we ever imagined. And maybe they're waiting for us to catch up. If this story blew your mind, you're not alone. Hit that like button if you believe history is far older and stranger than we're told. Subscribe to Infinity for weekly stories that challenge everything you thought you knew. Leave a comment. Do you think this city was made by lost humans, something else, or is the truth still buried? Let's dig deeper, together.